Today on Seattle Refined, this Bachelorette ain't playing.
I'm not here to be played. Correct. I'm not here to be made a joke of, which is what I feel like you're doing right now.
What made Rachel go ballistic and why it's not over yet? Plus, a super kid gets caught in a web of surprise.
We're going to go into his classroom right now and give him the big surprise.
Find out what made him and his friends feel like dancing. And plus, one of our Refined favorites drops a new music video with a twist no one saw coming. Seattle Refined starts now.
But I probably should know your name when I finally...
Hey everybody, welcome to Seattle Refined. I'm Garth Swanson, coming to you today from Volunteer Park. If you watch Refined with any regularity, you know that our guilty pleasure around here is ABC's The Bachelor. The new season of The Bachelorette has just begun, and things are really getting juicy, from the waboom guy to the oops, I forgot I had a girlfriend guy. Tensions are already boiling over as the guys jockey to win Rachel's heart. If you haven't been watching, hey, you know what? No worries. Refined managing editor Britt Thorson has everything you need to know.
Last week was a real Bachelorette grab bag. We had celebrities, we had a relay race, we had unforgivable betrayal, and we had waboom. So right out of the gate, Rachel invites Lucas, aka Waboom Guy, and 7 others on a barbecue group date.
Well, y'all get in there too and eat. Eat and drink.
They grill some burgers, down some Moscow mules, they play touch football, and slowly but surely, Lucas manages to pick everyone's scabs.
Touchdown, baby! It's hard with Lucas because I kind of question his personality traits right now. You gotta just like, be like, what is happening over here? You gotta be like, I can't tell whether or not that's actually Lucas or if he's just doing this thing because he wants to stand out, right? The waboom and the yelling and the screaming.
You gotta jump it.
Wait, I'm gonna spin you. Ooh.
Oh, you gonna spin me?
Oh.
I know the real Lucas. Lucas is garbage.
But in an act of mercy, Rachel steals the spotlight from Waboom with a big announcement.
So today has been fun, but I know you guys didn't think that was all we were gonna do today, right? I got a little surprise for you. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Rachel's surprise, her new BFFs, Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis.
Hello, gentlemen.
Gentlemen.
We're huge fans of the show. We want to help you find
The show is
a
our
husband.
guilty pleasure.
We came on because we love Rachel. And when we found out that she was going to be the Bachelorette, we freaked out and called the producers and asked if we can help her find a husband.
Translation, we got railroaded into doing this and are firing our agent immediately.
All right, gents. Time to see who's husband material. Don't forget to have fun.
But don't mess up.
Mila, Ashton, and Rachel laugh like hyenas on the sidelines as the men compete in a relay race to test their dad skills.
Oh my God.
The dudes change dirty diapers, they run around with a doll and a baby Bjorn, and they pull hair out of a drain.
You gotta plug in your vacuum.
Okay, it's really not that funny, but whatever. What's really not funny is the big winner is, like I need to even say it,
I'm husband material! Yeah! Whoa!
this guy is such a tool. I beg of you, Rachel, please send him home soon. Moving on. The next day, Rachel goes on her first one-on-one date with Peter. Peter is dreamy, so I totally approve of this.
I'm intrigued by Peter. He's somebody I wanted to get to know better. I hate to do this to Peter because I know he thinks we're having a one-on-one, but today's gonna be a two-on-one, actually.
So who's the other guy? In a surprise to absolutely no one, it's Rachel's dog, Copper, who takes one look at Peter and says, "Me likey." Good dog, Copper.
Copper did like me. He actually put his head down on my lap at one point on the plane today. Yeah, I think I'll be a good dad to Copper.
Swoon. Okay, but back to the date. The trio jet off to Palm Springs for something called Barkfest.
I'm ready to get my dog on, my bark on. I don't know.
We know you are, girl. And this whole date has me saying woof.
I'm having so much fun with Peter. He clearly likes dogs. He's very attentive to Copper, and I really appreciate that. I mean, he is tall, handsome, beautiful eyes, great smile, and just a beautiful soul from within. He's just so dreamy.
About now, I'm screaming at my television, "Marry him! Game over! I do!" But alas, there's a little voice in my head that says Peter may actually have more feelings for Copper. Only time will tell. Moving on. The episode draws to a close with a third group date. This time, Rachel drags the guys to a basketball court where she rolls out another of her celebrity pals.
I cannot believe that I'm standing next to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Trust me when I say he probably can't believe it either. Kareem gets the guys ready to play a real game in front of a packed house, and while Rachel cheers like her life depended on it, our man DeMario puts on a show, and Rachel takes notice.
You know, I've really been impressed with DeMario today. He's running around blocking shots, dunking. It's no secret that one of my weaknesses is an athlete.
Unfortunately, Rachel wasn't the only lady keeping an eye on DeMario. Enter DeMario's girlfriend of 7 months. We'll just call her Lady X.
He's lied to all of us, and he's really deceived everybody here, but he literally still has the keys to my apartment.
So help me understand. When he got on the show, were y'all still together? Or did he break up with you when he came on the show?
We never broke up. He literally was supposed to be coming over and then just stopped responding.
I'd like to go grab him right now.
Now a note from my producer, Lady X is wearing a scrunchie on her wrist in 2017. Okay, now back to the confrontation.
I don't mean to interrupt you guys, but if I can borrow DeMario for a second.
Oh, who's this?
Now, normally I would cry foul on something like this, but DeMario definitely is acting like Don Juan without his pants on.
You thought you could walk on with an engagement ring in your pocket and tell this girl you were ready to wife her when you were in my bed weeks before. You were texting me. You think that you're out of this? I have a full-on paper trail.
No. Wait. Let me just...
I met her many times ago.
I'm putting my personal life out here, right?
Correct, definitely. Oh,
so,
yeah, definitely.
if you have nothing to hide, then
yeah,
I would like for you to just talk to me right here.
Quick, someone throw DeMario a life ring because he's drowning, and Rachel's not having it.
I don't want somebody who's texting somebody saying, "Good night, babe." And so, because I'm putting myself out here, and I've sent people home who genuinely I felt wanted to be here, I have no idea why you're here right now. I believe you want to be here. I just don't think you want to be here for me. So let me tell you something. I'm not here to be played. I'm not here to be made a joke of, which is what I feel like you're doing right now with me. So I'm really going to need you to get the out.
Whoa, there you have it, folks. But it's not over yet. Tune in tonight to find out what happens when DeMario shows back up at the Bachelorette house begging to talk to Rachel. And remember to click online tomorrow morning to see our full Bachelorette recap.
We know what you're thinking. How can we possibly wait until tonight? Well, fine. Here's a sneak peek.
I came into this whole experience for a reason. I think it's time for me to step up and show her my manly side.
Just get back to your garbage, clown life.
You gotta be kidding me. Go yourself.
I'm gonna have problems with some of these guys in here.
Gonna hit the fan.
About to find out.
We thought we had gotten rid of all the drama, but everything's falling apart right now.
If a person can't respect that I'm gonna challenge someone who's dominant, then that's their problem.
I feel like this is gonna explode in his face.
I heard that there's some stuff going on.
Maybe I'm a threat to you guys. Everybody's a threat to everybody.
It's not about you.
It is about me because my name is in your mouth. It is about me.
The Bachelorette airs tonight at 8 p.m. right here on Como. ABC is already looking for the next singles to be on The Bachelor and Bachelorette. That's why Refined is hosting an open casting call next month. We did it last year, and it was such a hit, we had to do it again. Any ladies and gentlemen looking for love are invited to join us at Pacific Place on Thursday, July 22nd, to audition to be a contestant. We'll have more information soon, but save the date for July 20th at 3 p.m.
Oh, man.
Coming up on Refined, it's a Boomerang Boom.
The Seattle area is probably the strongest competition boomerang region, arguably in the world.
The Emerald City steals some thunder from down under. But first, a little boy with the heart of a superhero gets a red carpet surprise.
Jason.
That's next.
Come here, buddy.
Welcome back to Seattle Refined. I'm Gard Swanson. We love a good surprise on this show, and when we heard about this next story, we had to be a part of it. Refined Scott Carty is giving a local boy a superhero gift. that left him speechless.
Mason Nettleton is like most 7-year-olds. He loves school, sports, and Spider-Man. However, Mason's connection to the superhero is anything but ordinary. Spider-Man kept him going through his battle with cancer.
Oh, he had that superhero mentality, like the world's not going to stop him. He doesn't care what that throws at him. He's gonna push through, and he did, and he's still doing that today.
At age 4, doctors diagnosed Mason with kidney cancer, and he underwent surgery and chemotherapy.
I never thought it would be my kid. You'd think maybe you would ever hear something like that about a family member, like an adult, but to hear it about your kid, I don't think you ever can fully prepare for that, and I don't think anyone wants to prepare for that. The doctors would say if he's well enough and he feels well, he can play soccer and basketball and ride his bike, and he didn't ever lay around. He kind of played sports through despite everything, and someone asked, does he have an off switch? He does not have an off switch, but I think that not having an off switch really carried him through treatment.
Thanks to the care at Seattle Children's, these days Mason is cancer-free, and now he's in for a superhero surprise.
The illegal weapons ferry was at 2:30.
So yeah, the movie Spider-Man Homecoming came to me and said, hey, we want you to recognize a local superhero for a day. And I told him I've got just the guy, Mason Nettleton. We're gonna go into his classroom right now and give him the big surprise. Mason, come here, buddy. I've got a huge surprise for you. You get to have your very own red carpet premiere screening of Spider-Man Homecoming, the new movie, and we're gonna make you superhero for a day. What do you think?
Good.
Yeah? Are you ready for this? It took a minute for it all to sink in, but eventually the shock wore off and the dancing started. So Spider-Man kind of got you through it, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
So how cool is this that now Spider-Man wants to recognize you as a superhero?
Cool.
To be recognized in any way, and especially for him to be recognized for, what he's been through, and is amazing.
Of course, every superhero needs a sidekick, and for Mason, that's his big sister Bailey, who's been by his side through everything. What would you say to him that was the biggest lesson he's taught you?
To just keep fighting. He fought cancer and he beat it. He's right here by me.
Mason's Spider-Man Day is later this month, and don't worry, we will have cameras there and show you the big moment. Seattle Children's has a special place in our hearts.
If you're wondering how you can continue to support Seattle Children's, consider becoming a Miracle Maker.
That's why Refined and Como TV helped with the Miracle Makers telethon last week. It helps raise money for Children's Hospital. We are still totaling the results. Thanks again for everyone who helped out. Next on Seattle Refined, the Seattle artist whose new music video comes with a bombshell surprise. See what Mary Lambert's up to now.
I hang out with you.
Welcome back to Refined. I'm Gard Swanson. Local mega musician Mary Lambert is back at it again. Her new music video has a lot of people talking.
When I finally get to be the one who gets to hold you close in the night, in the dark, be alive. I should know your name.
The video for Know Your Name has been described as a nerdy version of Taylor Swift's Bad Blood. And if the villain looks familiar, you must be a fan of Grey's Anatomy. That's actress Sarah Ramirez, who played Dr. Callie Torres on the show. Know Your Name is just the latest song to get released for Mary Lambert's EP Bold. We love the album, especially another smash hit that will get stuck in your head. Mary Lambert loves Seattle.
You can do whatever you want here. There's so much to do. But I actually really like the weather. I feel like a weirdo, but I'm like, it's gray out. I'm so happy.
I just want to hang out with you.
I wrote Hang Out With You with Michelle Chamuel from season 4 of The Voice. She was runner-up, but she's also my girlfriend.
Hi.
I kind of wrote it because I kept getting a lot of pressure to write a hit, a radio hit, and I'm just not don't create that way.
Always just this magic.
So, but she produced it and engineered it, and it's just like a really cool collaboration about being completely negligent and irresponsible.
Lambert is taking on a lot more responsibility for her career these days, striking out as an independent artist.
I feel like the industry is sort of set up to make artists feel that they're too flighty or that they aren't capable of being business people, but you can, and you should know where your money's going.
And I can't change.
Lambert is probably still known best for her Same Love collaboration with Macklemore and Ryan Lewis.
Macklemore was such a great example of like, hey, that was really cool, this thing you're doing. I would like to bring you on to this thing. And so I've definitely tried to take a page out of Macklemore's book.
I don't care.
Like anytime we're in the same city, I'm like, do you want me to do Same Love? Do you want me to sing? Can I wear a fancy dress?
Lambert says the joy of performing in Seattle and beyond is the connection she makes with the audience.
Not only am I singing these songs that are often, emotionally charged, but I'm also having conversations, and I'm like trying to talk about things that are uncomfortable, often about body image or even sexual abuse, or like, coming out in the church and what all of those things mean.
And I can't change. Even if
being a performer, you have an invitation that you're reaching out to somebody and you're like, do you feel me? And like, oftentimes people will match you, especially if you approach them with vulnerability.
Mary Lambert's new album was released on May 5th. Go and check it out. It's wedding season, and odds are you're probably invited to one, but there's always that one big dilemma: what to wear. Refined has you covered. Our fashionista outlined the style, do's and don'ts for guests this wedding season, whether you're going to a black tie ceremony or dressy casual. Of course, guests should stay away from white, but there is another color guests should stay away from too. To check it out, head to SeattleRefined.com and search weddings. Seattle Refined will be right back. Welcome back to Refined. Well, it's that time of year again when we break out the frisbees, volleyballs, and the kites. But if you want to go big, you have to go with the boomerang. Before you give me that look, check out this local group who takes this sport very seriously.
a boomerang, a boomerang.
Decades ago here in Seattle, this tune was all over the tube.
It comes back to you.
Boomerangs are hot again, from a kid show to big competition.
Oh man, did you guys ever tell you how beautiful this thing is?
These guys are flying high. The U.S. National Boomerang Team.
There you go.
World champs again, with nearly all the team members right here from Seattle.
The Seattle area is probably the strongest competition boomerang region, arguably in the world.
In July, they knocked off 18 countries over in Germany to grab the crown, returning the coveted Toby Trophy back to the U.S.
1981, 84,
early American dominance on the top.
87.
This is my competition kit, Guard. It's got about 50 boomerangs in it that I use in the tournaments that I compete in. We call this the Fuzzy Buster. It's for beating Germans.
Boomerang throwing is actually an incredibly fun and engaging pastime. It's a bit of a thinking man's sport, if you will, because there's so many different factors in making a boomerang fly correctly. On any single throw, there's about 10,000 ways to make a boomerang fly wrong, and maybe 5 or 6 ways to make it fly correct.
With all of this boomerang talk, I had to give it a ride.
Yeah, give it a good throw. Give it a good throw. Hey, that's not bad at all. That's gonna scoot back over our heads a bit. You actually threw that one too hard.
It took a while, but I finally got it down.
If you catch one right here, you're doing pretty good.
All right, here we go.
Doing better than a world champion. There you go. That's right in front of us a little. Up to it. Right there. Yay! Third throw. That's awesome.
Well, good luck at the championship.
Yeah, thanks. We'll see you around, I'm sure.
The World Championship is set for 2018 in Albuquerque, New Mexico, where the Toby will be up for grabs yet again. All right, that'll do it for today's show. We'll see you next time right here on Seattle Refined.